get another one coming out here. We're so close to losing one. I've never been more excited for a mech to die. Okay, looks like we've just lost a mech. Second wind. Yo, we've got pink mechs. Boom Beach will be dropping its third update of the year. This update will be out sometime in the week of November 20th, sometime next week. This update will have new features and mostly focus on adding options to warships to improve your quality of life as a player. And I hate to say this, guys, but I will be the bearer of bad news. There will be no base saving option for warships yet. I do have to give a quick disclaimer before we begin. I am on the developer build account, which is a private server lent to me by Supercell for the purpose of testing out new features and updates to then showcase to you, the Skull Army and friends, which is why my level is 80, and which is why you're probably going to see some things that just don't line up to the regular Boom Beach server. Dev build sneak peek coming right up. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. I can't recall any other update that we've had where we've had this much dedication or this much improvement to warships. A lot of players, a lot of Boom Beach players really only play Boom Beach for warships, so it's really nice to see Supercell and the devs actually take some time here and fine-tune the warship machine a little better to make it that much more enjoyable for the warship players out there, whether if all you play is warships or it's just another part of Boom Beach that you thoroughly enjoy here. So we're going to begin here actually with new features, and this is pretty exciting. Again, guys, 2 notes of pages here, where my second page of notes is just solely dedicated to warships here. So as we begin with some of the newer features here, actually, trick question here, before we begin with the new features here, please do not forget to leave a like on today's video. It does mean the absolute world to me. It does help the channel grow, and yes, of course, it does appease our YouTube algorithm overlords. Thank you, my friends. Okay, so new features. Boom Beach will be adding a new feature in the base UI, the user interface, building recommendations, and this will be unlocking at HQ level 2. So let's take a look at my screen here. First, I want you to pay attention to the icons on the left side of the screen here. You're going to have your standard achievements, you're going to have your high scores, you're going to have your settings menu, you'll have your news, video board, messages for you, personal messages, and there's going to be a new icon directly underneath it, which actually is going to be looking like a light bulb with a hammer inside of it. So remember that, because we're going to be coming back to that in about a minute here. So I'm going to run you through a hypothetical situation that we are currently experiencing. I'm sure there's probably at least 1 or 2 players out there that may be in the exact same scenario that we're going to be running through right now. So my headquarters, my HQ, is currently at level 17, and right now I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just upgrading my iron mine just because I can. So I currently have my iron mine level 2 being upgraded to level 3 here. So now we're actually going to go back to the light bulb with the hammer inside the very bottom of the icons now, which this again is going to be the new addition to the user interface. This is going to be your building recommendation. So right off the bat, it's going to tell me what I'm currently upgrading, which is my iron mine, and I currently have 4 hours and 32 minutes left on that. And directly underneath that, it's actually going to recommend upgrades I should be doing next, and then after that, it's also going to be recommending other upgrades I should be considering. Now again, this is Boom Beach prioritizing what you should be upgrading here. Now again, this is super beneficial for newer players just starting off that are always a little bit lost with regards to what the heck should I be upgrading. So this is an amazing guide to help put you in the direction of what you should be upgrading in what order. I should also be emphasizing that this is only for buildings. It looks like defenses will not be factored in to your recommended upgrades here. Now, what also is very cool about this is that the recommended buildings are listed first in order of importance. Others are listed in order of importance, prioritizing those the player can afford. New buildings and buildings that are busy are indicating accordingly. Now, tapping the entry will move the focus to the building. So this is actually a pretty cool, I guess you can say, UI, quality of life improvement here. So even though we do have our iron mine currently upgrading, if I actually tap the headquarters, it's going to just focus in on the headquarters. If I go back and I tap on the sculptor, it's going to focus in on the sculptor. Same thing if I go back and tap on my gunboat, it's going to focus in on my gunboat. So yeah, not game breaking or anything, but pretty cool. Just keep in mind that this unlocks at HQ2. Most people watching this sneak peek update video most likely will not be using this because they are either close to being maxed or are already a max level player. So this right here will not have any benefit to close to being maxed or max level players, but this is an amazing tool for newer players to guide them in the direction of what they should be upgrading in level of importance. And of course, after other upgrades in which they can afford as well. So really cool on that right there. I mean, this would have been great to see years and years ago, but again, I'd love to see that, Boom Beach already almost turning 10 years old, and here we are still adding new features, new QOL improvements to make your playing experience that much more enjoyable. After the new recommended buildings, we are going to have players can now store more than one classified item. The current limit is set to 2. The number of stored items is visible in the inventory. So now, again, bottom left of my screen, we're going to go into my classified item, my inventory log. You can see that the wood safe, stone safe, iron safe, attack plan, building blueprint, and gold safe, I currently all have one of, but I will be able to store 2. You will be able to store 2 of each. So that's really cool that Boom Beach has now upgraded the limit to classified items to 2 being the max limit and not 1. So I know that's definitely going to come in handy for the resources. Again, max level players, your attack plan, and building blueprint may not be that beneficial, but the option is there. This next one here, I'm actually going to be removing my webcam here just for a moment here because I want you to pay attention to the fact that your task force icon has now been moved to the right side of the screen directly underneath your diamond count. Now, task force name or description can be reported separately. So I'm not currently in a task force, but that's where you will be able to click your task force on the right side of the screen now. Hey, Hammerman just scared the crap. What is he doing? Does he always pop up like that? Holy. Regardless or not, if you do stumble into an inappropriate name for the task force or in the description, they can be reported separately. Back again. Now, this next one, honestly, I think might rub some players the wrong way here, but players can gain small benefits by watching ads at certain point in the game. The main points will be second choice from your VP chests, your supply chests, and speed up a single troop here. So if we actually go into my settings menu here, if you actually look at the bottom mid there, you can see personalized ads here. I currently have it on, so allow data sharing for ad personalization here, as if we don't get enough personalized ads as it is. Sure, let's get them from Boom Beach. I'm kidding. This could be a necessary evolution of the game to keep it afloat. It's pretty common in other games as well. Again, 10 years into playing this game, now they're, slowly siphoning in ads here. So I don't know if this is a desperation move here on Supercell's end to keep Boom Beach afloat, or if it just maybe, another way to generate some more income for the game. But regardless, I do want to point out that I do believe you as the player will have the option to turn this on or off. If you do not wish to receive personalized ads, you can turn it off. If you do wish to receive the personalized ads, you can keep it on. But yes, as of the new update that will be dropping sometime next week, players can, I repeat, can, they will, it doesn't say they will, it says they can Players can, emphasizing the fact that you have the option to can not, which means you can turn it off. So players can gain a small benefit by watching ads at a certain point in the game. You watch an ad, you'll get a small reward. That reward will be second from the VP chests or speed up a single troop here. So I believe you might be able to speed up a landing craft or something here. So yeah, we've got ads coming to Boom Beach. This next one is freaking awesome here. So a lot of players are going to love this here. Dr. Kavan used his holiday from Season 52, The Doctor's Vacation, to get in touch with his machine spirit. And as a consequence, Second Wind and Remote Defibrillator will now revive Mechs. Long story short, Dr. Kavan will be reviving Mechs. And what does that look like? Well, I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is going to be awesome. All right, check it out. Okay, so I want these Mechs to die intentionally here, just so we can use Kavan to revive them here. We'll get a Bomba in the back just to be on the safe side here. So the good old Doctor, he's coming out to play right now. I want some of these boom cannons to take out these Mechs. Come on, boys. Let's get another one coming out here. We're so close to losing one. I've never been more excited for a mech to die. Okay, looks like we've just lost a mech. Second Wind. Yo! We've got pink Mechs. I repeat, we've got pink Mechs. That is absolutely beautiful right there. So, yes, for the longest time, Kavan was never able to revive Mechs, but it does look like, as of this update, Dr. Kavan has gotten in touch with his machine spirit, and he will be reviving the Mechs. Can we lose another one? Can we lose another one? Please, please. Yes, ready? Let's go! Pink Mechs for the win. Looks kind of creepy, if anything. But it works. It works! Alright, guys. Dr. Kavan bringing back Mechs. Definitely let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that one there. I think Dr. Kavan reviving Mechs might be one of my favorite parts of this update here, but moving forward, the base builder uses the correct icons for each building level. This next one here, I think caught a lot of players off guard, especially I think it was during the last update here, but implemented a specific error message if the player cannot attack a player base due to the use of fast forward. So what this means now is, let's say you attack a player base and then use fast forward, but you fail. Then you go back, you try to attack it again, but it instantly tells you that that player is online. The player is not online. I believe that was just a way for the game to just properly register what just happened before you can actually go back in and attack again. So now instead of the game telling you that the player is online, you'll get a very specific message that'll let you know when you will be able to attack that base again due to you using fast forward. So now we're just going to go in for a normal attack here. Well, actually not a normal attack. I actually want all my troops to die here while using fast forward. So pay attention that fast forward has been activated. This is just a straightforward charge here. I want crap. I just realized we probably should use another hero. That wasn't going to take as long to die here. But it does look like Bullet finally has bitten the dust here. He's down. He's out. So now we just have to wait a second for the attack to register. It's going to end. Attack temporarily unavailable. Try again in 55 seconds. So now there's actually going to be a timer letting you know of when you will be able to go in and attack the player base again due to using fast forward and failing. So yeah, if you're going to use fast forward, make sure you get the win, or else you will have to wait before you can go in and attack that player again. I believe it's about 1 minute and 15 seconds is the total cooldown here. So again, a new feature coming to the game here, letting you know when you suck at attacking with fast forwarding. No, but that's pretty cool there. This next one will have to do with your statues here. So added boost amount to statue info pop-up. So again, we've known that the statue boost were there as of the last quality of life update, but I believe now that once your statues are boosted, it should show that boost amount as well, even though my statues are currently boosted and it's not showing that on the screen here. This next one is really cool here. Added a range information to building info pop-up here. So let's go to a rocket launcher here. Click the info here. Now it's actually going to let you know what the range is here. So this is something that wasn't added before, but yeah, the range has now been added. So rocket launchers, we're fully aware that they are very long. Shock launcher is just long. Weapon range, melee, which is warrior, the only melee troop. Short, medium, long, or very long here. Cannon is going to be, I'm going to say medium. Yeah, medium. So anyways, that's pretty cool. That's something that's already been added to the troops. It's been there for a very long time for troops, but now it is added to the defenses or the buildings. So added range information to building info pop-up. This next one, for anyone that had problems with this, fixed troop color in battle replays. Clouds. Actually, let's go back to our settings menu where we were at gameplay options. And now I want you to pay attention to cloud color. Select the color of the clouds for the map and the loading screen. Clouds now have a dark mode to help players who play in the dark. This can be toggled in the gameplay options, which I'm going to showcase right now. So cloud color, select the color of the clouds for the map on the loading screen, dark, light, dark, light. So we're going to keep it at light here just for a moment here. So let's go back to our main map here, the archipelago. I want you to pay attention to everything. I want you to notice how everything, the clouds are all white, okay? So now let's go into Warships for a second. Notice how the clouds come in and then they come out there. We're going to go back to main island here. Clouds come in, clouds come out. So let's go back to our gameplay options here. Now we're going to change it to dark mode, okay? So let's go back. This might freak some of you guys out. I don't know how you guys feel about that. It might take a little bit getting used to, but there will be a dark mode available now, again, for players that play in the dark. And again, Warships, now you're going to have those black clouds kind of coming in and out. It's going to be great for Halloween and, the spooky season, so Halloween, but I guess might be weird for every other time. But again, I think a lot of players, use dark mode as it is. I know I might be one of the only weird ones that use light mode in Telegram. I remember sharing a screenshot and everybody was like, yo, bro, dark mode, dark mode. I do use dark mode for my YouTube studio, but I think I will be keeping it at light mode with regards to the clouds here when, coming in and out of Warships and just the loading screen. And of course, on the archipelago as well. That might take a little bit of getting used to. But yes, you now have the options of making your clouds either white or dark. So pretty cool. Pretty cool there. Let's go back there and just kind of change it back to light for the time being here. Now, we're going to dive on into Warships, guys, and pretty much break down and cover what you need to know about Warships for the new update that will be dropping sometime next week here. So let's make our way over to Warships. We've got those light clouds now. So starting things off here, this one here. Transferred player progress is now based on the highest star count during the season. This is meant to give players a chance to keep playing without having to worry about losing their progress towards the end of the season. This protection is capped at 1,600 stars. Beyond that, final star count is used. Leaderboards and statues still use the final star count. So essentially this looks like an anti-parking method, or at least not really an anti-parking method, but one of the first anti-parking incentivizations that we've seen in Warships here. Something implemented to essentially make players keep playing till the end of the season, because we all know once we start getting towards the end of the season, players reach their ranks that their highest ranks of the season that they wish to obtain. They want to maintain that rank so they have an amazing start for the next season here. But now, let's say, again, it's capped at 1,600 stars. So if I'm correct, 1,600 stars is it going to show me? It's not going to show me. 1,600 stars is a lot here, but I'm just going to use this as an example. Let's say you make your way all the way to Diamond 24. I'm pretty sure you guys just saw that claim all button, but we'll go back there in a moment. Let's say you finish the season at Diamond 24 here, okay? And you're like, yo, man, I'm going to stop playing. Diamond 24 is dope as dope. You never smoked. I'm going to have an amazing start for next season. But let's say you do keep playing and you end up dropping down to rank 22 and a half. So you finished, your highest rank was at 24, and now you finish the season at rank 22 and a half. Well, your start for the following season will register that rank 24 highest star count that you obtained. Your leaderboard positioning will showcase your final star count at the end of the season. So, Your start for the following season will be your rank 24 because that was your highest star count of last season, so your stars will carry over from rank 24, but your account will register on the leaderboard of what you finished at the end of the season. So it's pretty cool there. Again, some players might like it, some players might not like it, but I think it's a great incentive to make sure players don't park and they keep playing. So you hit rank 24, fantastic. I can keep pushing because I can do better. Or if I don't do better and I fall behind, at least I know I'm still starting next season at my highest star count, which was rank 24. This next one here, guys. If a player skips a Warship season, they will receive progress at season start based on the previous active season. So let's say you don't want to play next season, but you do want to start the following season. You're actually not going to start from rank 1. You'll actually pick up from where you finished that previous season 2 seasons ago. Now, a really good question was actually raised in the creator program here. So I actually got to give a shout out to Chicken here for essentially asking, why do we want to reward players for skipping Warships? And this is where Nunu just like dropped a bombshell on us. It is not a reward. I repeat, it is not a reward. Playing Warships is the reward. Yeah, try telling that to players during a fizzle defensive season. It is not a reward. Playing Warships is the reward, not a chore. We do not want to punish people if they do not want or can't play Warships. So that's freaking awesome right there. So again, players are not getting rewarded for not playing. Actually playing the Warships game is the reward. Yeah, let that sink in. So moving forward after that one, this is where I think you guys probably picked up on that one here, but I know we've been asking for this forever. Added a claim all button to reward tracked chests visible when multiple chests can be collected. So at the start of the season, instead of, 1 and 1, or if you get both fingers to get 2 chests at once here, instead of doing that freaking 16, 17, 10 times, now take a deep breath, my friends. Now we can claim them all at once. Okay, we're going to experience this for the first time. The first time I'm doing this is the first time you're seeing this as well here. So here we go, claim all. All right, 16, I like. Oh, just freaking one after the other. One after the... Okay, so you know what? I guess you still have to go through every... Okay, so you know what? I thought you were just going to get like a mass collection of all your tokens and your keys. It actually still has to go through the initial chest opening of each chest here. Would have been nice if you can just like click claim all and just like bam, 200 keys and, 1.8 million tokens. But again, guys, really cool there. We finally have a claim all chest button coming to Warships. And yeah, really, really cool. Okay, so rank 6 is 200 stars. So I gotta jump a bunch of stars to see where 1600 is capped at, but we'll figure it out here. This next one here, I think a lot of players are thoroughly going to enjoy. And I mean like thoroughly going to enjoy. Because I know I have a hard time of keeping track of stats, of what my stats are, what my opponent's stats are all the time here. So your own boosts are now shown in your Warship's base. This can be toggled off in the gameplay options screen. Check this out. So right now on my tech tree, we've got gunboat energy unlocked. That's it. 10% GBE, okay? Pay attention to my screen. There's absolutely nothing indicating what boost I have boosted here. But now if we go into the settings menu and I go to my gameplay options, you're going to see boost display. It's currently at orange for hide, but select if boosts are displayed in your own Warship base here. So now we're going to toggle that from hide to show. And I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but that 10% GBE just like instantly popped up on the screen here. Take a look at the top left of the screen under SkullCrusher. Ready? 10% GBE on, 10% GBE off. 10% GBE on, 10% GBE off. But regardless, guys, I mean, now you can have your boost on the screen so you can just always know or just keep track of what you have here. So let's go back to let's go back to gameplay options. Let's keep it on right now, show it. So now we're gonna go back to my tech tree. Let's pick up that troop damage and let's max it just because we can. And now, as you can see, my current boost is troop damage plus 50% and gunboat energy at plus 10%, but it never said current boost when I had just GBE unlocked. So maybe it doesn't actually start saying current boost until you have either TD, TH, BD, or DBD ready to go. So anyways, guys, your boost will now be visible on the screen as of Season 53. And you do have the option of either keeping it on or keeping it off by going to your settings menu, gameplay options, and then of course boost display. You can toggle that to show it or hide it. So we're going to show it because again, it's a new feature. It's cool. I want it there on the screen. So moving forward after that one here, guys, during scouting and replays, all boosts from both sides are shown. So again, watching your opponent's replay, you're going to see the current boosts on the screen. I believe for your opponent, during scouting and replays, all boosts from both, yes, from you and your opponent. So again, I don't have any replays in my log right now because, yeah, there's nobody to attack, and I don't think anybody's actually on the dev build right now in Warships this late in the season, so I won't be able to show you a replay of that. But again, as of Season 53, when you do go back and watch your replays or your scouting, the current boosts for both sides will be visible on the screen, just like it currently is right now. A lot of players are going to be jumping up and down for this one here, because a lot of players hate the critter launchers, but critter launchers upgrade costs increased. Total cost is now 1,147,500 tokens. I repeat, critter launchers upgrade cost increased. Total cost is now 1,147,500 tokens. Yeah, they are going to cost a buttload. Again, we don't even have critter launchers on the tech tree for this season, so I can't even upgrade them to show it to you. But yes, as of Season 53, if and when they are back on the tech tree there, yeah, they're going to be costing a buttload. So yeah, their cost of tokens has been increased. This next one here. Extra gunboat abilities, which do not improve when upgraded, are now automatically at max level. Where do we run into this issue? It was either the crystal shield projector or it was something else that when you, cryo bomb. Yeah, you never upgrade your cryo bomb. You get the same use out of it as a, a tick 1 as a tick 5. So now this is fixed here. So extra gunboat abilities, which do not improve when upgraded, are now automatically at max level. So I think that's really only applies to the cryo bomb. If there are any other limited gunboat abilities that we experience in Warships where upgrading them has zero effect, let me know in the comments below. But I believe cryo bomb was one of the main issues on that right there. And I hate to say this, guys, but I will be the bearer of bad news. There will be no base saving option for Warships yet. Maybe we'll get it eventually, but I mean, they gave us the claim all. We've got boosts on the screen now. Yeah, so no saving your layout yet. Maybe one day. But we still got a lot of cool stuff coming. Skull Army and friends, we got a lot to take in for the new update that will be dropping sometime next week. Definitely let me know in the comments what you are most excited for. The Warships updates, the quality of life improvements, Dr. Kavan bringing back the mechs. Do we like the light clouds? Do we like the dark clouds? Either way, you as a player have a lot more ability, a lot more option, a lot more control over your game now, not to mention the new user interface here with regards to your recommended upgrades here. And I should be upgrading my headquarters next, but I do not have enough resources. Yeah, pretty exciting. So I think we will officially be wrapping up today's video. Skull Army, it is now time to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll catch you guys on the seas for Season 53, and hopefully before that as well. Peace!